Okay, so my people, listen, we are on a time frame right now. We are on a race against time right now. Bro, OBS has crashed 4 times! 4! 4 times! Bro, I just want to record this and go! Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you come to the stream at 030XT for live and early unedited reactions. Bro, we're speeding along. Shout out to this creator, Wooden Plays, for making this iceberg thing. I've had people ask me to react to this for ages, and I always forget to. But yeah, today we're going to. Look, we're not watching the whole thing in this video for 2 reasons. Number 1, I don't feel like sitting at my desk for an hour. And number 2, bro, I'm on a time limit right now. To all my football fans, right? Also, Arsenal beat Real Madrid 3-0 yesterday, you know what I mean? W Declan Rice, you feel me? But yeah, to all my football people, I've got friends coming over soon, and so much time has been wasted because of OBS crashing. So I don't have much time. There's like 2 games later today. So I've got friends pulling up to watch it. Got a bunch of us to do that. So they're on their way soon. And I want to record this. And I want to get this out today. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like that reasoning, I don't care, right? I don't care. We ain't got time. But yeah, let's watch this. We're going to stop at the tip of the iceberg. Why for that? Pause. That's what the name of the timestamp says. We're going to learn some bubble popping lore. You know what I mean? How are you going to record a 1 hour and 15-minute reaction in 20 minutes? That's the neat part. I'm not. We're stopping at 27 minutes. We're stopping at 27 minutes. So yeah, we're going to finish. Oh, I was going to say something so crazy. It's I already. Oh, you almost got me. Let's start, bro. Bubble popping lore. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Let's see.
Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle is a game.
Oh, and if we crash one more time, I'm recording this tomorrow, and I'm going to pretend that I didn't watch any of what I watched. I don't care. I'm tired, bro.
Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle is a game that is almost 10 years old. 10 years of one of the most successful Dragon Ball games on the market. However, during those 10 years,
Dokkan being one of the most popular in the market is crazy.
Good, bad, and absolutely horrible decisions, which we will document today on the Ultimate Dokkan Battle Iceberg. For the uninitiated, an iceberg is pretty much a giant trivia sheet. Starting at the top, very commonly known facts that you can ask anybody on the street about, and they'll be able to answer the question to that fact. However, going all the way down to the bottom.
Do you guys remember back in the day when icebergs were like super popular? That like they made these for everything.
So make sure to strap in, grab yourself a snack.
I didn't really watch them though.
Join me for the Ultimate Dokkan Battle Iceberg.
Okay. The sky's so blue. Okay. WOST, by the way.
Since 2022, Dragon Ball has not actually had any new official media release in terms of advancing the series, discounting the manga, of course. However, in 2023, Daima was announced, and in 2024, on October 11th, Daima will be released. And in addition to its release, Daima will be getting content added to Dokkan, Legends, and a bunch of other Dragon Ball games to help promote the series. So I'm very interested to see how that's going to turn out. To be released. All the way back in 2017, the global and Japanese version of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle were actually 6 months apart in terms of content release.
I did know that, yeah. They're synced up now.
2017. The first time the games ever got content together was around August 2017 for the first annual World.
Oh wait, you guys told me about this, right?
This release was not without its very.
They were like missing abilities or something, because it wasn't in the game yet.
Vegeta came out of both versions at the same time, which is
that's crazy.
However, on the global version, he did not actually have his leader skill. On the Japanese version, he led the fusion category, which was a new meta to the Japanese version.
Yeah, you guys told me about
global,
this.
Being 6 months behind, just entered an old meta, and in a way.
Okay, but wait. Time out. I'm rarely gonna pause this, by the way, because again, like I said, I'm on a time limit here. Does that not just make the characters like far less valuable or something? Would you even summon in that situation? Like, what do you even do? Like, I'm trying to picture let's say like you were there back in the day and you see that happen. Yeah, what do you even do? Do you just summon now because it's like you're just going to invest in the fact that they're going to be good later? Do you just skip it because you're like, whatever? But it's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Like, I doubt people would skip that. Pre-ordering leader skills. Yeah, like, I feel like that's quite dumb. Not play global, I guess. Like, can you not talk over him? I want to watch the... Bro, I would stall so bad right now if it weren't for the fact that I'm on the time. Bro, you're lucky my friends are getting here, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
way to keep game balance in check, they decided to release Super Saiyan 4 Goji without his leader skill. This, of course, did not sit well with players, and even to this day, the echoes of this
Anyone got a death note on him?
Are still heard. Dokkan has not done anything like this since, and hopefully will never do anything like this again, especially now that the game
W rage bait.
Dokkan Airlines. All the way
What?
back in 2022, at the end of the year to be precise, there's a glitch found inside the game where if you
Oh!
put at certain intervals when loading in, you could
I was told
actually
about this too.
multiply your stats of your characters if there was a turn going
Oh
on.
my
It's
gosh, I
another
thought he meant they
problem,
actually made an
but
airline. I
constantly
was gonna
turning on
crash
and off
out.
and playing mode repeatedly
I was
made
gonna say,
the
this
numbers
game is
higher
not
than
that crazy.
This
What?
was such a problem because players were actually able to go in and complete all the games
Yes!
with little to no.
Yes! Let's get in! Fuck this guy, bro. Yes! Who did that? Casey? My dog. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. What? Now you can watch. Good luck with that. Hey, man.
No problem. Using even the default N Cyberman could one-shot any boss in the game. Dokkan, of course, did not take kindly to this, and had this fixed, I believe, within a few
Didn't they,
days.
like, threaten
They
to
were
ban you
right,
guys
so
or
many
something?
people have completed all the content. Dokkan didn't actually hand out any bans regarding this, despite threatening to do so. However, though, people who use this in the new burst mode got their scores revoked. Enemy sprites. If you know anything about Dokkan Battle or have seen any
That's
of its
funny.
animations, you know how bad the enemy sprites look. For some reason, Dokkan does not decide to do anything about updating these sprites to make them HD and look really nice. This Vegeta sprite you see on screen was used for a premium unit released in the year 2024. Personally, the sprites aren't the biggest deal ever, though Dokkan taking great strides in improving these sprites will only help the game in my opinion.
Hey, Dokkan
As
Battle
characters
2, they
AGL Vegito
kind
Blue
of.
actually got its own new Vegito Blue sprite instead of using the same one from 2017. Even major celebration characters who use sprites occasionally. Hopefully Dokkan in the future just decides to make new sprites for all
So should I
upcoming
leave now?
characters and maybe retroactively adds those new
Wait
sprites
7
for those
minutes.
characters. 2023 power scaling. Many Dokkan fans consider 2023 to be the worst year in Dokkan history, and this is due to the fact that almost every single release outside of a major celebration had extremely undertuned kits and were extremely bad and wonky characters, only good in specific
For a
scenarios
whole
for the most
year.
part. Characters during big celebrations, for the most part, were pretty good. However, those not so fortunate to be released during these big celebrations heavily struggled. This was a problem in the beginning of 2022, but quickly
Wait,
corrected
what?
itself later half of the year. And this wasn't a real problem in any of the other years in Dokkan history.
Wait, so then if that's... Wait, so what? They just had, like, shit characters for a whole year? Really? Wait, wasn't that... Wait, but I was doing... That's when I was doing the most reactions. What? Wait, so you're telling me, like, all those characters I reacted to that entire time were shit? Really? Ah, the more you know. See, that's the good thing about what I do, I guess, though. Because, like, my... I guess my content doesn't require me to care about how good the characters are. So, like, fair enough. Okay, I actually didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. And yeah, you man can leave, by the way. Just leave, bro. Hurry up. I'm not pausing this much more, bro.
2024
Leave your
heavily
house, leave your
reports
house.
Not have those issues. In fact, the characters are insanely busted this year to hopefully make up for last
Okay,
year.
so they make characters
For
broken
the
now.
longest time, Dokkan was actually a stranger to Pity. Pity was only becoming very popular within the last few years, as these games can get really expensive, and a lot of these games are seen as gambling. So the way to counteract this,
They
actually
are
make it
gambling,
as
what?
gacha games do. So it's usually a very high amount you need to spend to be able to guarantee.
Who is
yourself a
denying the
copy
fact
of
that
each
gacha games are
unit.
gambling by this
Dokkan
point?
honestly strayed away from this, and they even answered an interview that they're never going to add one in, and that one
Oh!
wasn't being considered. Thing is, about 8 months after that interview, when Ella
They said that!
came out and in Spirit Bomb Goku on Global, they actually added a pity system, which was very cool. You needed to spend
The
1,000
audacity!
in
We're
order to
never
make
gonna do
yourself a
pity.
valuable
What?
unit, and every third multi guaranteed you to featured unit all the way up.
Okay,
to pity.
that's
A
good,
very
that's
solid
good.
pity system, if you ask me. Following that
Good.
up about 11 months later, when the worldwide of 2024 hit, they actually introduced another new pity system for Dokkan Fest units. As this pity system that was used for the LRs was actually not used for Dokkan Fest, only yellow coin LRs.
Alright, chat, I got 5 minutes before OBS crashes.
LRs, which is why I believe they added this in. However, them adding in pity for Dokkan Fest banners is great, though it's about 4 times worse, literally, as you need 500 coins or 2,500 stones in order to hit the pity.
I don't like pity like that. I feel like Legends is like that too.
Across the 4 banners for the worldwide, but it's still far from perfect. But in my opinion,
I feel like Legends is like that too, where it's like when you make the pity too expensive, it's like you gotta spend so much in order to even benefit from the pity in the first place. I don't care what no one says. Besides the tickets that you can pay for, Legends doesn't have pity, bro. I don't care. You have to spend way too much in order to get something there. Like I wouldn't even count that. So I guess Dokkan's one is similar, but whatever. Well, nah, these red coin ones are actually pretty good from what I could tell. I've actually bought something like twice now, I think, from this. Maybe even 3 times. So this ain't so bad. But this is because this stacks up. I think Legends ones are like on a banner by banner basis. So that's the difference there. So yeah, I think pity is good and it's needed in gacha games. However, I don't like when they make it nearly impossible, because then it's like you may as well not even have it in the first place. But yeah, that's just me. Once those banners are gone, those coins will also go away. Bro, imagine being at an odd number. Oh my gosh. Like you're at 4 coins instead of 5, so you can't even use a ticket, bro.
Is better than nothing, and them even having pity in the game is a win in my book. Inconsistencies. Dokkan and consistencies don't go well together. However, Dokkan and inconsistencies do go well together. From naming issues, from linking issues, from just a myriad of issues and things that just don't make sense, Dokkan is just nothing but a stranger to being a very consistent game. The game is based around RNG, which I guess kind of unironically plays into that fact, but Dokkan is very inconsistent, and it can honestly be frustrating sometimes. Raditz. Any Dokkan fan's greatest fear is
Raditz is a whole icon?
Released in the beginning of 2022, and if you remember my 2023 power scaling entry, I just talked about that.
What's wrong with him?
In that year were really bad, and in the beginning of 2022. Well, Raditz was the April Fool's Day unit released in 2022. Whether it was intentional or not, Raditz is by far the worst premium unit ever released in this game's history. Being
really?
Unbelievably underpowered, dying to year-old events when he came out. He was okay for Super Battle Road if he had an item up where he can AoE and crit all the enemies, but any character can look good with items. Raditz was so bad he became a meme, and to this day he is still touted as the worst release in Dokkan history, and people just call him Goditz in satirical.
Oh no, I've heard this. Wait, no, I've heard this. Yeah, never mind.
Coming up next year.
Now I know what he's talking about.
If you've been around the Dragon
Is this
Ball
Beastless?
Block,
Beastless!
Probably my next entry, which is Beast Gohan. Physical Ultimate
Nah,
Gohan
this was the funniest, bro.
2022 with a transforming orange Piccolo.
When I was learning about Dokkan, bro, this is the funniest thing to me, bro.
And the first
This is my favorite.
Celebration, of course, was Physical Ultimate Gohan being extremely underwhelming as a release character, while Orange Piccolo just towered above him in almost every single way. Not only was Ultimate Gohan
W Piccolo
underpowered, but he couldn't even transform into Beast Gohan, despite when their arc revealed implying he could transform. The only thing you can do is actually use an active skill, which transforms into the beast form.
The active looks good though.
But you cannot actually control Beast Gohan like you can with Orange Piccolo. This did not sit well with Dokkan fans, and for good reason. You're not actually controlling Beast Gohan, you're using it for a measly active skill, which actually does not even hit that hard anyway. Even back then, it didn't do that much damage. Animation being so weak on an underpowered character caused an uproar in the Dokkan community. And for over a year, Dokkan was clowned upon and just dunked on for not actually having a Beast Gohan in the game. Even Toshi himself at 2023 Battle Hour said they were the only Dragon Ball game with a playable Beast Gohan at the time, throwing some shade at Dokkan. Thankfully, a little over a year later, Dokkan corrected their mistake during the 9th anniversary and released the most busted character to ever grace the game.
So they paid you back? They paid you back?
Dokkan original animations and some solid looking animation, completely terrorizing the game every single which way till Sunday. Fusion Zamasu name. To add on to the fact that 2023 might be the worst year in Dokkan history, debatably, depending on who you ask, the Fusion Zamasu name incident definitely does not help its case. If you're not aware, in Dokkan Battle, characters with the same name cannot link together. During the 2023 Worldwide Download celebrations, the half-corrupted version of Zamasu got an LR, and he can actually transform into Infinite Zamasu, which is really cool. The problem is his name. It's just Fusion Zamasu, which actually conflicts with this Zamasu you see on screen. These two cannot link together despite being different characters in every other Dragon Ball game. Universe, Breakers, Legends, and all other Dragon Ball games have this Zamasu labeled as half-corrupted, but Dokkan does not. Thus, these
he's not. He's actually not called Half Corrupted. Wait, did I know that? This one I might have forgotten about. Wait, I didn't know that. Wait, so you can't run so Quagmire Zamasu here. Quagmire Zamasu, you can't run with Fusion Zamasu? Really? Wait, what? Wait, so why is this the only game where it's like that then? Every other game I know is like that. Says footy time. They're on their way. I'm pretty sure the matches start at like 8. So I've got 4 hours until the matches, but like my friends are on their way now. So you know. That's That's interesting, I guess. I don't know why they would do that though. So what did I don't know if Dokkan is one of them games where like developers actually listen though. Where like if you were to complain about this, they would actually change it. Like, and I guess they never did because I think it's still the same. But you know, that's crazy. Mavs really made a new account. That's crazy.
These characters can't link together. This
Fez.
Zamasu is actually a Zamasu released 1 year prior, was actually okay at the time this character came out. And because of this, these characters cannot link together, and a huge uproar sparked all over social media trying to get his name changed, and it never did. Dokkan since then has not had any egregious issues like this. For example, a Beerus was released during the 9th anniversary, during where Beast Gohan was released, who had an actual new name called Beerus with pajamas in parentheses, so he could link with other Beerus.
What?
So hopefully this issue won't happen
Wait,
again.
so you get pajama Beerus but not corrupted Zamasu?
Vegito Blue.
That pissed me off.
Talking about the 2023 worldwide celebration and the disaster that it was in the beginning.
Big
Vegito
VB!
Blue was the cherry on top of that sundae. In the beginning, released with Zamasu was actually a blue Goku and Vegeta who could fuse into Vegito.
Big VB.
The problem with this Vegito Blue is the Goku and Vegeta's animations, while in my personal opinion aren't absolutely god awful, they don't look good. They definitely look extremely.
I could agree with that.
Their intro reuses shots from their super attack. The super attacks are missing frames. Honestly, the 12 key drags on for far too long. This unit isn't very fun to use in their base form, which is what their fusing is for, right? Well, the problem stems from the fact that their condition is god-awful, which doesn't sound so bad until you realize that this character, after their second rotation, is god-awful outside of the first slot. And even in the first slot, they're a heavily risky character, as they only have a 50% chance to evade enemy attacks. If you put two and two together, you're going to understand why this character is so hated to this day. They were okay for when they
this is like
content release being really short content, but after the 9th anniversary hit and introduced a bunch of new long content, this character completely fell off a building.
Bubble poppers. I don't know how you're gonna feel about this, but I feel like most of you will agree anyway. This is you. I hope you realize this is like the most popular character in the game ever. By the way, like I hope you know that. Like that like we Saiyans have no limits joke. Like that's everywhere. Like that intro is everywhere. That artwork is everywhere. Like their base form artwork, it's everywhere. Like that's never really gonna go. Is OBS really crashing right now? Nah, they wouldn't do that. Not in the middle of my recording. Yeah, exactly. OBS, come on. Get it together. Come on. I'm in the middle of my yap. Alright, cool. We're back. Like, I hope you know that's never going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, this is the most popular character in this game. Because the meme got so massive. You know what else is massive? Their active is never going to change, by the way, so even after EZA, you won't get VB often. Why don't the active skills change? Why don't they? What reason?
Which really sucks because
is it something to do with the code or something? Is that it?
Vegito Blue aspect of the character is actually still good to this day, even getting nice stuff like guaranteed dodge. Super easy A's. Extreme Z Awakenings by themselves in Dokkan Battle are a feature introduced way back in 2017 as a way to make old units compatible with the new content.
This is a great idea.
Extreme Z Awakening and its successor Super Extreme Z Awakening are also
that's
features
cool.
in order to increase the longevity of units released in 2016 up until modern day.
That's actually very good. That is very good.
But unfortunately, Super Easy A's seem to not really be as common as we would like, as at the time of this recording, the last one we got was Physical Goku Black in June of 2024, which is extremely concerning. I really hope they don't just abandon this mechanic. Internal code mess. Dokkan was of course released
Speaking
in
of code,
and it is showing its age horribly. Every year that passes, every month that passes, new nice looking games get released, and this game compared to them is just not even fair.
I
like
agree.
Comparing a PS1 game to an Xbox Series X game or something like
I
that.
think
It's going to get
I think
really
the menus
bad
in this
if
game are
does
terrible.
Not do something to improve its GUI.
At
Loading
least
times
grab
are
a
slow.
search
The
button
game's
so I can type in the name of an
clunky.
event.
Sound effects are outdated. The card art is in 480p.
Yes!
Dragon Ball Legends releasing 3 years later, having gorgeous HD art.
Yes!
Dokkan's art
Hey,
too. It
Warden.
looks fantastic. It just needs to be
Come
in
here.
HD. Give
Like.
us an option to maybe download it in HD. The problem
What?
is this game's already
That's what I'm
15 years
saying.
old, so they're probably
Why is
scared
it
to do
like that?
The point of this entry is this game is a disaster internally, and even
Bro, not only that, right? I checked my app storage the other day. I remember this game costing a lot. It was like 17 GB. I can check what it is right now. I can check right now how much storage this takes up on my iPhone right here. keep in mind I have an iPhone 11 with 64 GB, bro. 20.12. 20.12. That is almost a quarter of my phone on bubble popping. Why? They compressed it so bad. I don't know. I feel like it's too much work in order for them to ever change that, though. Like, I believe if they were to ever try and fix something like that, then I would, like, in order to, like, you know, revamp the menus, like, rebuild the game on a better code, that would take flipping forever, bro. Like, to add higher quality card art, which, by the way, that actually does mean more storage, by the way. I don't know. It would probably require the game being shut down for like a while, and obviously you know full well they are never gonna do that. So I think it will probably just stay that way forever until they're forced to do it for whatever reason. So it sucks that the game is like that, but it's probably gonna run on this 2015 arse code forever. Well, like, until they're forced to change. I really don't think so. Legends is dropping every phone that don't got more than 4 GB of RAM. When was the last time Dokkan updated their minimum requirements for devices? Do they do that? Legends actually does that every now and then, and yes, they did do it recently. And I like they do that, but however, Legends is built, like, as a more modern game. So, like, the issues that this game has, Legends doesn't have. So, you know? Said don't think so? Okay. Also, I said I wasn't going to pause this as much. I'm not going to pause it no more.
Even externally.
It's just awkward, like, talking over someone. I feel like you guys wouldn't like that either. I'm kind of close, though. Oh, well.
And some factors, as we'll get into. World Tournament. Speaking of disasters, this mode is one of them. Imagine
I know people don't like this.
Grindy, absolutely nauseating mode known to mankind, and you got the World Tournament. Dokkan, honestly, is a pretty fun game to have on the side. You can use auto mode to grind out content, super attacks, or even just run it in the background and maybe grind some equips or something like that. Well, unfortunately, the World Tournament spits in the face of that, and you are glued to your phone for multiple hours, clicking the screen over and over and over again.
What do you get besides, like, free characters?
In order to not lose your streak in the World Tournament. I'm not going to go into how the World Tournament works, but what you need to know is you
are the
cannot
rewards
take your
good
eyes
enough
off that screen until you hit at least 30 million points. Otherwise, you are severely hurting your account because there's very limited time units in this mode, which you cannot get anywhere else. LR Kid Buu. Something not even funny is LR Kid Buu. For some reason, despite having LR Saiyan Saga Vegeta, Full Power Frieza, and Full Power Cell, we don't have
just
an LR Kid
stones.
Buu. It's 2020.
Well, that's not worth it.
We have one. Dokkan, what are we doing? 300 stones.
Yeah,
I
nah, I wouldn't
feel
work.
like I need to talk about
I
this,
wouldn't.
but I'm going to anyway.
I wouldn't
Iceberg
waste my
6.
time with
Back
that.
in 2017, when Physical Super Vegito came out and Physical Kefla, when Dragon Ball Super was still airing, a banner was released to commemorate the episode which Kefla debuted.
And yeah,
placing
I already know
Dokkan
about Kid Buu,
in
so I'm
the
not gonna
Silver
worry
unit
about
while
that.
the Physical Super Vegito banner was up back in October of 2017. The thing was, though, when that Kefla banner released, multiple Japanese players reported not seeing characters in their unfeatured pool. This was a visual glitch to my knowledge, but that issue got so bad that the Yahoo of Japan actually decided to write an article on it, and Dokkan got so much pushback that they leaked the internal design of their code.
Yeah, people told that.
And there was nothing malicious going on.
Yeah, I learned about that, yeah.
And
that's
in addition to
crazy.
This, distributed 300 stones along with refunds to every
That is
Japanese player who
insane.
summoned on the Kefla banner, and all Japanese players just got 300 stones as an apology for the massive issue. The issue with this whole thing, though, is only the Japanese version got these stones. The international version did not. And you can imagine how this went.
Imagine not even spending anything and you got 3 bills.
Dragon Ball Legends. Dragon Ball Legends is the other Dragon Ball mobile game, alongside Dokkan Battle, that was released 3 years later. Dragon Ball Legends is pretty much just the antithesis of Dokkan. Dragon Ball Legends is not very casual, it's a PvP.
Which is why the fans
game,
don't get
It
along.
was made with the feedback apparently from Dokkan. Funnily enough, though, despite that being a thing, Dokkan and Legends don't really acknowledge each other's existence that much. In fact, they hardly ever did. Project Multi. Speaking of Dragon Ball mobile games, this is soon to be the 3rd Dragon Ball mobile game.
I forget that this is gonna be a mobile game. I keep thinking it's only on PC.
Doing really well. I feel like this will be a very worthy successor to Dragon Ball Legends as the 3rd Dragon Ball Z mobile game. Or 4th. Rest in peace, Bujigiri.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Wait, okay. I gotta think about this, chat. How long is this gonna be? We're talking like another 14 minutes maybe. Do I have enough time? Oh, but here's the thing, right? I don't want to hoe you guys and like make like a million parts to this. I feel like this should only be like a 2-part thing. I'll keep going. We're finishing the tip. Pause. The tip of the iceberg.
Max. As the main villain of Dragon Ball Super superhero, Dokkan, when that movie
The tip
came
of the
out,
iceberg.
actually released an event in which Cell Max was a boss battle. However, he was never made playable, and that is until almost 2 years later in June of 2024 when he was released as a summonable LR. And funnily enough, this Cell Max actually rivals what Beast Gohan does in the game. Beast Gohan is more defensive, while Cell Max is more offensive. Cell Max also refers to the fact that this is the only game with a playable Cell Max. Chance to guard. Every Dokkan player's favorite mechanic. Characters only having a % chance to guard. SCR God Vegeta, for example, only has a 50% chance to guard. This doesn't sound so bad until you realize you can't actually tell if a unit is guarding or not if they're proc. You just have to hope.
Wait, so you have to just see if you die or not?
You put God Vegeta in
that sounds
slot
hilarious.
Guarding, well, you just instantly lose. This makes these characters extremely unreliable. And
that sounds really funny, I'm not gonna lie.
Unless they bring something to the
Until
team.
now, they changed it? Okay.
480p art, as I talked about earlier with the internal code mess. This game, for some reason, compresses its art to only 480p when they clearly have HD assets of art all over their social media platform, which shows that they're definitely interested in showing their HD art. They just can't. The game size is so big. I understand that budgetary things, allocating budget.
You can see after Dokkan 2. Yeah, that's good.
Of the game, but they have got to do something about this game's file.
You know, how many of you guys even know that like 99% of the HD artwork you see online for Dokkan is all upscaled by the community? Like, how many of you guys even know that? I feel like most of you do.
Size and doing something about just making this game more modern. I don't know what they can do, but they gotta do something. I'm sure Bandai Nakatsuki could think of something. Int Goku Black. More on the topic of thinking, Int Goku Black is something they didn't think with. Int Goku Black was an EZA released during the great celebration.
Community does that? Yes.
Worldwide download celebration.
Most of the time, yes.
The celebration was alright, you know, minus that whole nonsense with content, but that's besides the point. Int Goku Black was the last EZA, if I'm not mistaken, other than the LR successor to this card.
Oh, his artwork looks really good though.
Laughably bad. In fact, he's compared to characters like Fizz Raditz. For some reason, he stacks defense, which is good, but he only gets his additions against heroes. And at the time, there was no hero.
Whoa, his animation ain't bad though.
Content was really the ultimate red zone. Which
what? I need them to redo that.
Titles. So
what
flavor you can give your Dokkan account?
Wait, that was episode 47, right? The first ever like crazy Naotoshi Shida like cut that made everyone lose their mind. Was that episode 47? I don't remember. What? You're telling me the character that has that animation is shit? They gotta redo that. Nah, they gotta redo Goku Black. Oh my gosh. The more I learn about Goku Black's treatment in this game, the more upset I get, bro. Are you serious? Hey, on everyone's soul, we getting a new Goku Black this year.
On his titles. Titles were introduced during the 7th anniversary, or the update right before it, in which you can actually unlock titles by completing various content. Most titles are all the same generic, ugly text, just like with weird font, backgrounds, and all that stuff.
Well, why don't change this?
During big celebrations, Dokkan goes all out with titles and makes them look really nice.
I don't know if I have any.
In 2021, a huge update was released to the game, which actually split super attacks into 4 different types. Originally, it was 2 with Ki Blast and Melee. In 2021, they added Other and Weapon. Weapon's understandable, but other is just an ass pull, and being able to make enemy bosses have other super attacks, so certain characters can't counter them. There's no other reason, no pun intended, why other needs to exist.
That's scummy as hell.
Speaking of not really needing to exist and just making things more complicated,
I agree.
To be attempt limits. So, if you're not aware, most content inside a Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle is limited behind attempt limits.
I agree with this. I think this is bullshit.
Battle and Ultimate Red Zone content pieces are all limited to only 5 or 6 attempts depending on your power level. This doesn't sound so bad, but until you realize that a lot of these matches can actually just come down to your opening rotations and putting 2 and 2 together, and there's a few other.
So you can just waste attempts,
later,
right?
It turns into just a roulette of whether you get lucky or not in the beginning of a match, if you're going to win or not. New summon animation. Dokkan for the longest time since 2019 all the way up until 2022.
There's no reason for attempt limits.
New summon animations. They just didn't do it, which really sucked. However, when Superhero came out, consistently during big celebrations, they would actually add new summon animations. They added Superhero animations, Future Saga animations, and even Broly movie animations. Tech Trunks. Tech Trunks is...
Okay, wait. I just want to interject, bro. They are new summon animations, but they're not new summon animations, bro. It really is just a PNG swap. I would really enjoy if like they actually changed the animation one day. Like that would be lit. Because at the end of the day, it's still like a random meteor in the sky and you're shooting a beam at it, you know? You could argue there's not really no need for anything better than that, but you know, it would be cool. It's not stupid. It keeps people playing from not playing shit 24/7 day one. Nah, but it's just frustrating because it's like imagine, you know what he just said, where it's like it comes down to like luck pretty much, like your opening start, right? Would it not annoy you if like you wake up one morning, you want to try, and then like you get hoed, like you go 0-5, and then you're just done, you just can't play? I feel like that would be annoying, no? Summon animations did get changed from the original one. Yeah, true. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Referring to the disaster that is the Tech Super Trunks release in August of 2023. For some reason, they decided to pull almost another Fizz Raditz in his base form and making him ungodly bad with the worst restrictions you've
Do
ever
they do
seen.
this on purpose
For
or what?
some reason, he needs to run 3 Android/Cell Saga units on his team to get most of his passive active. Despite his banner unit releasing and doing nothing to provide any value to him, as that banner unit was god-awful on its
2023
own,
was such a bad
and now
year.
the only Android
Seems that way.
Saga unit released during his celebration other than transforming Vegeta's EZA, who's just about as good as Goku Black is. Devilman. Devilman is a very interesting SR card in Dokkan battle. In Dokkan, when you do the World Tournament, you actually get some tickets, and those tickets can be used on a prize banner, either SSR Guaranteed or Dragon Ball Saga Summons. On the Dragon Ball Saga Summons, you can pull this SR Devilman, who whenever he supers has a 1% chance to gain 1,000,000% attack to be able to one-shot any boss in the game. This sounds woefully broken, because it is, but Dokkan's way around this is by banning this character in all events. For some reason,
Then
they
why
just
does he
don't want this
exist?
being an actual option, despite most events being multiple phases long, so he would need this to proc multiple times, and he would need to get Devilman to that phase to even give it a shot. And at that point, just let the person have it, man. You're not completing missions.
Yeah, what? I agree.
Later on,
Who
they
says
actually
1%?
have an SSR version of Devilman, who can actually awaken to a TUR as well, who actually has a very similar gimmick with really rare chances for damage, but it's just nothing compared to the SR. At least this one isn't banned, though. Unit naming.
Why
Just
not?
like the Fusion Zamasu name disaster situation, unit naming is something Dokkan is not good at. For example, look at this Gohan to you. Does this look like a teenager? Nope, he is not. This is adult Gohan.
He has a
He's
wife
called
and
Gohan
kids.
Teen. Feeds into the whole inconsistency thing I was talking about earlier, and just makes the game it's not a good look for the game, especially considering just how archaic a lot of the stuff in this game is. Just old stuff to balance out the game by making characters the same name. Dokkan, we need to step up, man. Speaking of stepping up, the friends.
You can't just lie though. Like you can't like that Gohan has a wife and kids. Like if it's for balancing reasons that he's a teen, assuming the fact that it's not just a blatant mistake. That's a scummy way to do it. You can't just lie to me. Like I watched the movie, bro. Like I know. You can't just lie. And then I guess naming is just really bad then. Oh, friend system. I hate it as well. This actually, I still don't even understand it to this day. Why can I not just like? Again, why is there no search bar for me to type in what character I want? I don't understand. Like, why does it only give me a batch? And you know what the weird part is? Is it me, yeah? You see that refresh button? No, I'm not going to pause anymore. Sorry. On everyone saw, I'm not pausing after this. You see this the refresh button. What does it do? It doesn't do anything. I swear it doesn't. It doesn't change anything. It just reshuffles the characters that they already show you. It doesn't actually give you any new options. It does? I swear, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it actually gives me new options. It just puts the friend that the game thinks is better for your team. Bro.
System. The friend system
I don't
has
understand
notoriously been god-awful ever since the game came out. Only have they done very few things to make the friend system better in recent years. In 2018, they added the whole friend supporter thing. At one point earlier, they added the refresh button. And then, you know, sometime in the 2020s, they actually added a feature in which you can actually use a leader, in which that leader was used to complete a stage as a dev friend, which actually did solve the friend system issue for a while. So the only problem is a lot of bots and mods actually complete all these stages, as modding is actually a big problem in Dokkan at the moment, and those
Really?
characters are actually
I don't know
set
about that.
as the dev friends. This actually overwrites those actual players who complete these stages, meaning the friend system is a disaster once again because there's only so many
Wow.
spots a dev friend can take. This leads to the fact that summonable units you pay real money for can actually not even be used because you can't find a friend. You can't mirror your own friend for some reason because they're just so scared of that being a thing for some reason. It just makes no sense. Chain Battle. Chain Battle was a mode released in April of 2020 for Golden Week of that year. It was a really interesting spin.
I didn't know
on
that they had a
Dokkan.
bot
It
problem.
was a lot different than the actual gameplay itself. It retained its PvE nature, but it was a very fresh spin on the game. The only problem with this mode is it relied on your friends, and as you can tell by the friend system, that is never.
Yeah,
a
okay, yeah.
Funny
That's
thing
all you
is,
needed to
this
tell me.
mode actually had amazing rewards, similar to the tournament. In fact,
Really?
I personally believe Chain Battle had better rewards. But we're getting off topic here. Chain Battle was a mode in which you just selected a few characters. It was pretty much an autoplay mode. You didn't have to actually have to do anything other than select.
So
your
kinda
characters,
like-
pretty much. The thing is though.
Alright, cool. You lot, I can't lie. I can't lie. My friends are here. Why you got it pulled up? I heard that.
What?
Why do you have this shit pulled up?
Well, what put up?
That's your phone, bro.
Oh shit, man.
Do you do ads?
Huh?
Do an ad?
No, bro. Bro, why you got it on?
Cause I messaged you saying come downstairs.
So why are you watching the stream when you're outside my house?
Yeah, just see the stream live, bro.
Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good yesterday. I'm gone. We'll continue this another time. Goodbye. They're here now. Thanks, OBS.